I'm here with George Toumasiou, recent graduate of the Life Accelerator. George, tell us a bit about you.
Okay, so my name is George Toumasiou. I discovered London Real about 2 years ago while I was living in Cyprus. And I've got to say that you got me questioning a lot of things in my life as to where I was, what I was doing. And you got me to come out of my comfort zone, I've got to admit. And I moved back to London, started my life again in my 30s, leaving behind my wife and child until I managed to set up shop out here. And yeah, all the guests and what they say kept me pushing forward. But then slowly, as my life started to develop, I found that I started settling back into my comfort zone and still watching, keeping up with the podcasts and just thinking to myself, right, I get what these people are saying and I understand the theory behind it, but it's hard to just keep implementing these things in your life. And then once you did that promo video and you clearly spotted and pointed out that these people are no different to us, they're the same, just like you and I, they have the same 24 hours in their day, but they keep extraordinary habits. And I know what these habits are because they talk about them in all the podcasts, but implementing them and making them part of your character is where I was struggling. So that's why when you did that promo video and you said sign up, sell yourself, I thought I've got to do this. No excuses, so that's why I done it.
And you were struggling inside just trying to implement things. Was it just trying to get things done? Yeah,
well, you do it, but you have your good days and you have your bad days. So it's just staying consistent and staying, focused all the time. It's not an easy task to do. It takes accountability is what I've realized from, being on the course and having everyone else mind-like people just wanting to be on the same page. It was weird when everyone posted their introduction videos and you sit there and you're watching it. This guy's in Colombia, this guy's in Ecuador, this guy's in America, this girl's in the States, and you're thinking, why do I feel like I'm cut from the same cloth as these people? It's uncanny, but I loved it from the word go.
Tell me about your peer group before you joined, like externally. Who were the kind of people you were hanging out with, listening to, that kind of thing? Look,
I'm fortunate. I've got good friends around me. They're the ones who introduced me to London Real in the first place. We don't discuss other people like you say. We discuss ideas, and it's good. But again, it breaks down to that theorizing as opposed to actually doing. So that's where this is a little bit different. When you try and keep a friend accountable, they can get a little bit on the defensive, and vice versa. But with this lot, they know not to be like that because that's what we're here to do. So yeah, that's the difference.
How did you first hear about London Real?
Good friend of mine who's out here, he told me about it. He's like, oh, you got to check out this podcast. There's this guy called Brian Rose, he's this American guy. I checked you out in these combat jeans. You had this fluffy thing on your face. And you're interviewing these people. And then I think it was, Dan Pena was one of the first episodes I think I saw, and that was it. That was it. He had me questioning everything in my life. And that's when I realized, what, I need to find myself a mentor. I need to get on this. I know I'm not made for mediocrity. I know I'm destined to do better things. So that's why I stepped out of my comfort zone and came back out here.
What made you actually pull the trigger? Was it in December? You would have seen the pitch, but then you had to make an investment to jump on this Life Accelerator. I think you were on a live call that I did. Yeah. And I think you had to make a call after that. And some people on the call, I remember they were saying, yeah, I don't know if I should do this. What made you make the call?
Well, you released the Business Accelerator the year before when I first moved back to London. And I was like, oh, this is something I've got to do, because I was shortlisted for The Apprentice and I never made it on the show. So then you released the Business Accelerator. But at this point, I was living in my wife's uncle's house. I hadn't, my wife and son are still over there to justify the money. So I had a lot of excuses. This time now, I've got a good job. I've got my wife and kid here. I'm in a house now. What's my excuse? And I was talking with some of my friends and like, do it. You've got the money sitting there. Do it. What were you waiting for? So I thought, what? No more excuses. I've got to do this. And yeah, it's been the best thing I've done.
Tell me about the first impressions. You get into that Facebook group. You see these people from around the world. You start taking those modules. First week, 2 weeks. What do you remember?
You're watching all these people And, you know, a lot of them are introverts. I was as well, but some people more than me, you know, and they're shy. You can see that they're really struggling in front of the camera. And, you know, initially when you tell us the idea, even before we see the videos, I'm thinking, what are we going to do here now? We're just going to sit here posting videos and, you know, tease it or like big each other up and so forth. But as the weeks progress, or even within the first few days, you realise, yep, this is working. And then you, at the end of it, when you look at each person's video and then you go back and look at their first couple of videos, like that one girl, you see her and you think, she's going to struggle with this, she's going to struggle with this. But at the end, she's a lioness. And you go back and you look at her first little timid video, you struggle to think it's the same person. You can't believe it. It's shocking.
What was your first kind of big aha moment where you were like, man, this is working for me, or something just happened here where I see things differently, or I'm having some success?
I'd say from the second week with the mindset module, because at this point you've already been doing the meditation, you've already been keeping the gratitude diary, and now you're looking at your affirmations, you're looking at your goals, where you want to be, you're asking why with each goal, you know, maybe 4 or 5 times to see if this is really what you want to be doing, and you get that direction, and now you've got this laser beam focus, and you're running for it, and there's nothing stopping you.
What was difficult for you? What did you struggle with on the course?
I'd say the relationships, like a lot of people, you know, contacting people that you haven't spoken to in 5 years, that you left things a little bit rocky with, going back, you know, looking back into that Pandora's box. It's not an easy task. You've got to dig deep. So, you know, you do it and you feel better for it. It might not change anything, but at least you know you've done your part.
Yeah. What's something that you can tell people that'll teach them about something they can do in their life? Because you've just gone through this 6-week process. You've picked up a lot of amazing practices and habits. But if there's one thing that the Life Accelerator taught you that you can be like, you know what, if someone listening here, do this and it'll change their game, what is it?
I'd say, you know, habits become your character. So, and you've got to be consistent with them in order for them to be embedded in you. If you do it sporadically, it's not going to become you. You know, your thoughts need to become actions. Your actions need to become your character, and then it will become part of you. So if you know what you need to be doing, if you have a morning ritual that you do every morning, you wake up an hour early just to get it done, or 2 hours early if you're going to put your movement practice into that as well. You know, keep doing it and keep at it, because only over time will you see the results. You're not going to see it after the first day, second day. Life's not about epiphanies and having a moment of clarity and your life's going to change. You're not going to sit and watch one podcast and you're going to think, right, that's it. This is going to be me from here on. It doesn't work like that. It takes time and consistency and focus in order to get there.
You're a special guy in this course because, like you said, you see all these people inside making all these wins and gains, and these people start timid and they end up, like you said, lionesses and lions. But you took a special interest into certain people in this course, and there's 2 guys that probably wouldn't be in London this weekend if it wasn't for you. Can you talk about what you did, why you did it, and a little bit more about the people you met?
Okay, so you set us up to make an affirmation for different aspects of different facets of our life, and one of them was spiritual. So I was really struggling with this, and then I decided to just jump on the bandwagon of London Real and become a really good advocate for the program. And I just thought, you know what, there's a couple of guys here, you know, they're in their 20s. These guys, these are the ones to watch really, because joining this course at the age of 20, if I had this when I was 20 years old, I think I'd be miles ahead of where I am right now. So they're the ones to watch, and I thought if these guys can get here as well with us, it's just gonna be the icing on the cake. And when I saw you jump in that Hampstead Heath Lake, I actually commented, I was like, watch this space, I'm gonna do it. But then I thought, it's hard. I need a little bit more motivation, and I thought, right, if I can get sponsored, if I can get a couple of other crazy guys to do this with me, and we raise if everyone puts in, I figured if everyone puts in around $25, we can get these guys out here. And posted the 3-minute video. Before you know it, people are sending money in, and we've got these 2 kids out here, and it's amazing. And that's what's going to actually make me jump in that lake tomorrow. Otherwise, I think I would have pussied out, sorry.
Well, that's special, man. That's never been done in any of our accelerators, so that's super special. You met all these people last night. Describe what that's like.
Oh, it's amazing. You know, you're seeing these people on a 2D screen for the last 6 weeks, and then you meet them for the first time, and you feel like you've known them your entire life. And if someone told me a year ago, this is how I'll be feeling and this is what's going to happen, I'll be thinking that they're exaggerating or just telling fibs, but it's not. It's deep, and it's heart-filling. It really is.
Yeah. New Year's this year, you posted a video of who you're going to be on New Year's. It's 10 months from now. And I think we're all going to do a live call on New Year's Eve, which sounds crazy, but everything we do in the Life Accelerator is crazy fun. Who are you going to be then?
I think I'm going to bite the bullet and start my own reel. But being that I'm already in London, I can't make a London reel number 2. And being that I'm an estate agent, I think I'm going to make London real estate. And I'm going to be posting videos of estate agency in general, people that have made money through estate agency or made money through property development, if anything, and building up portfolios, seeing how they've done it, how a lot of them have done it without even using their own money. And eventually what I want my end goal to be, and I doubt I'll achieve this year, but let's say the 5-year plan would be to accomplish what I initially came out here to do when I wanted to go on The Apprentice, and that's to start a crowdfunding estate agency where people can actually put in their money and tangibly own a piece of real estate as opposed to giving it to a hedge fund and letting them run amok with it. So if you can get 1,000 people to invest, let's say $5,000 or pounds in this case, into a property that they own a piece of and they recuperate the rents, it's not much, but it's a lot better than what your other options are of putting it in the bank. And then eventually, once that property's increased in value to a certain percentage, you cash out and everyone takes their piece. So obviously, it's going to take time. You've got to build up your following. You've got to get your 1,000 dedicated fans. And once you get there, then they'll maybe find the confidence in backing you up and doing this. So we'll see.
I love it. Let's say we walk down on the street right now and you bumped into the George that didn't take this course. What's he like?
He's lost. He's lost. He wants to find himself. He wants to have this laser beam focus all the time that he can sometimes tap into. But then, you know, resistance comes along and it sways him off, and he's just like not sure about himself. And that's who he was. And you know, I feel sorry for him now. To be honest with you, it's kind of, I have empathy for him.
Someone watching us right now, they're on the fence, not sure if they should join one of our accelerator programs or not. What do you tell them?
I tell them, if you've been watching the podcasts and you believe everything that's being said, I mean, all they've got to do is just look at you, Brian. Look at the person you've become. That's what I did. I saw you've become this person. It's real. It's absolutely real. If you want to be part of that, if you want to have this sort of change and it be implemented and be instilled in you, then you're going to have to embark on this journey. And the things you take out of it and the people you have for the rest of your life, it's priceless. You wouldn't sell your family. You wouldn't sell your friends. And you can't buy friends. But paying in this course, you get people that are with you for life, whether they're future business associates or just really good friends. You know, you can't put a price on something like that. And you can't put a price on what you get out of it personally as a person either. So that's all I'd say.
George, it's been an honor to have you on this course, and seriously a privilege. You're like, you know, you make it a joy to be a part of this accelerator from me. And you know, we get so much out of this, but this class, it is a family, and it's our new family. And you know, you're a big part of that. Your energy is always pumped up. You're doing these crazy videos. You got your son, you know, on your back, you know, talking about all sorts of great stuff. And you know, it's just been amazing to have you. So I just want to thank you for making this thing so awesome, for flying 2 guys in from, you know, Ecuador and Texas into London. They're so excited to be here. And you're a big part of this energy, so thanks so much. You know,
pleasure's all mine, honestly.
Cool, man. I can't wait to see you on New Year's and to see you in the next few years, just absolutely killing it.
Thanks.
Deal?
Yes.
Cool, man.